Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Waddy's channel. Today, we do embark on yet another episode of Real Chat. If you guys seen the title, you have a good idea of what this discussion is going to be about today. So, a few days ago, I watched this video. It's one of the most extremely viral videos over the last year or so, and I personally have seen this video clip maybe 100 million times. I pretty much spent a lot of my time watching YouTube videos, a lot of Karen videos on YouTube, what have you. So, you know, if you're into like Unlucky or Karma or Karen's in the Wild, you would have definitely seen this video a multitude of times. And you have other content makers like Xenoshot, Pegasus. I mean, they've all covered this particular story. And so basically the story surrounds a Victoria's Secret Karen. Now, there's a ton of Victoria's Secret Karens, but this one in particular really stands out above all else, and I'm pretty sure anyone that watches this video knows exactly who I'm talking about. And now, I've seen different clips, so I'm trying to get a good idea of what exactly was going on in the video, and from what I can determine based on the different videos I've seen, you had two women. Based on the voice, I'm assuming it's an older black woman, and you know she's the recorder, and she's filming a white woman, and I guess the white woman had, you know, budged in front of her in line at the Victoria's Secret. Whether she didn't see the other woman there, or she saw her but didn't think she was in line, what have you. Obviously, the recorder, you know, took offense to, you know, this white woman basically jumping in front of her, you know, in the checkout line. And I don't know what it is about today's society where the first thing that people have to gravitate towards is pulling out their cell phones. You know, if I go to a Burger King and I order myself a Whopper and a chocolate shake, and I get my meal and it's a Whopper and maybe a large pop or something, am I gonna go back into the drive-thru or walk back into the store storming, you know, cell phone at the ready, you know, mocking and critiquing all of these workers at the restaurant? No, I simply walk in. Hey, bud, this is what I ordered. This is what I got. Here's my receipt. You know, can you help me out to correct this issue? 100% of the time, or very darn near 100% of the time, those store workers will assist you to try and rectify the situation. But no, people are generally lazy as heck nowadays, and you know, everyone is trying to be internet famous, and it's so frustrating. All people care about is the likes, the thumbs up, the follows, the subscribers. Everyone's trying to get that one video that's really going to, you know, pop up all over the place, go viral, and really get them noticed. And you can see, you know, your subscriber go from like 300 people to like 250,000 in like a week by having just posted that particular video. And you know, when I first started YouTube, I didn't realize that the term YouTuber was an actual job. You know, to me, I still felt, I say it all the time, I don't look at myself as a YouTuber. I'm just simply a guy who makes videos and puts them on YouTube. And when I first started, I didn't realize that YouTube was something that you could get paid out for making videos. And when I found that out, I'm like, shoot, that sounds awesome. I'm going to be making these videos regardless, you know, having fun making these videos. Why not get paid for it? Shoot, that sounds awesome. But again, I still don't consider myself a YouTuber in the traditional sense. Like I said, my videos are very low-key, a simple record, pause, post type of deal. There's no major editing. There's no inserts. You're not going to see no video in no Karen video or anything like that. I know if I were to insert those clips, these videos would do a lot better, but right now I'm just, you know, having fun, enjoying the simplicity of making my videos. And like I said, you know, everybody are trying to go viral, trying to get themselves noticed, trying to get that big payday, and that's what it all boils down to. because I love watching all these Karen videos, and sometimes, I watch it for the humor. But the more and more I watch, the more videos and more clips I come across, it's not really humorous. It's just a bunch of crazy people screaming and yelling like a bunch of psychos. Everybody being called racist when, to be honest, majority of the stuff isn't racist. It just happens to be that you're throwing your phone in somebody's face. And, same thing with store workers. You go to a retail store, you go to a restaurant, you throw your phone in someone's face. What willingness do they have to help you when you're trying to humiliate them like that? So I backtrack to the infamous Karen at Victoria's Secret. This woman had an absolute meltdown. And mental illness is no joke. Mental illness, whether it's physical abuse, verbal abuse, different types of mental abuse, post-traumatic stress, whatever the case might be. I watched that video so many times over the last year plus, and I don't know. I just don't see the white girl in that video being a Karen anymore. The woman that was filming it, the woman that was instigating it, and laughing and mocking this woman, to me, she was the real Karen in the video. A decent human being with morals and high values would have seen the stress that this woman was under and the mental illness that she was suffering from, because clearly adults don't act the way that this woman was acting. You think about children who, when they're at the candy store or, they're at like a Target, what have you, and they pull out a toy and, the parent says no. And they fall on the ground, pumping their arms and legs, kicking the ground. That is exactly what this woman was essentially doing. And it had to be so extremely humiliating to be in that position. To even, imagine being the woman's husband or being in that same vicinity of her in that instance. The shame that this woman's going to feel for the rest of her life is immeasurable. But at the same time, the woman that was filming, she was instigating it, kept basically blaming her and making these accusations about her attacking her, yada yada. Yeah, I saw the video. I've seen it a million times. She came at her, most definitely. Did she swing at her? I don't know. I wouldn't really say that she swung at her or anything, but approaching someone does not mean that they're necessarily being aggressive, okay? And the fact that you're throwing your phone in somebody's face, yeah, I can understand a lot of people taking offense and being egregious in that way. But seeing how this one, her mental anguish and how she was reacting, and to be still filming her at that point, when common decency tells you, you know what, this woman's had enough. I think it's time that, I stop filming. No, she's just going to go on and laugh and continue making her comments and her remarks. Like I said, instigating the entire situation. It's very sad. There are so many stories that I see like these on a consistent basis because, like I said, I love watching the Karen videos. They're not as enjoyable as they had once been because, again, sometimes you watch people make a fool of themselves. It's good humor. You enjoy it. But then other times, like I said, it's just sad. It's pathetic. And other times, it's just a bunch of people yelling and screaming and moaning. And it's just, you don't watch Karen videos for that. You're right. I think about I think about people that live in like apartment complexes, or maybe a gated community or something. You're not going to know all of your neighbors. I've lived in my house for 6 years. I think I know the face of maybe 2 people around me, and that's probably the neighbor to my right. Outside of that, I don't know the faces of anyone else. So when you have like these gated communities or you've got these apartment complexes, whether or not they've got a doorman is irrelevant. If you don't know someone, and what do they always say? No lingering behind people. If you gotta like scan your card in to enter the building, don't hold the door open for other people. It's a safety hazard. Let them scan themselves in. You work for a business, they operate the exact same way. You give you your ID cards. Everyone needs to have their ID around their neck. You use your ID card to scan into the building. It's a security measure, first off. That way, only people who need to be in the areas are there, and you don't have strangers walking around. And second, it's also about the safety of their employees. Think about this: if there's a fire in the building and everyone's evacuated, and you're missing, hey, let's look at the system. Where was the last place he scanned into? Because that's probably where he's going to be located, right? So, for safety and security reasons, yeah, you should do your diligence and question people you don't recognize that shouldn't be in the building. They could be there to case the building. They could be there for legitimate reasons. Maybe someone is having cable installed in their apartment. Maybe someone is delivering a new icebox for apartment 14C or something. I don't know how they number their households or their apartments in different areas, but you want to see who they are, what they're there for. That way you can assist them, or at the very least, get them in contact with the people they're there to see. So you always see these videos where people are complaining because someone's questioning who they are and what they're doing. If you look suspicious, I mean that's one thing, right? If you look suspicious and somebody comes and approaches you and asks you, can I help you, whatnot, don't be surprised if that's going to happen. And a situation like that, it could be very, very innocent. For the reasons I mentioned earlier. And instead of, oh, hey, hi, I'm Matthew, nice to meet you, I live in apartment 14B. Or something like that, whatever. No, their first reaction is to pull out the cell phone, look at this Karen who's harassing me in front of my own apartment building type of deal. I'm getting tired, to be honest, I'm getting tired of those type of videos. I've seen 100 gazillion of them, and they're so annoying. They don't, they're not fun videos anymore. And it's all because as a society, caring about one another, showing respect, it's out the window. Look at this racist Karen for, asking me, do I belong here or whatnot. Look at this racist Karen for attacking me at a Victoria's Secret. I mean, they're not racist. I mean, that white woman, I don't think she was racist. I just think, hey, she made a mistake. It took me a long time because I watched that video so many times, and I always felt like I was always fixated on the female, that's being filmed. And, her overreaction. And I've always just had to shake my head, be like, how humiliating and how discouraging to be a relative or friend of this person. This woman's going to have to go into work knowing that video is viral, and she's going to lose her job. I mean, it's just a sad all-around story. It wasn't until recently when I watched that video again, and I really started fixating on the recorder. And I've just seen how she was instigating the whole interaction between the two, making things a thousand. It's already a horrible experience to be a part of, okay? She just made that 10,000 times worse than it had already been, or what it could have been. So, for the Victoria's Secret Karen, by no means am I saying that she wasn't a Karen in the video, but I also think that the recorder was also just as guilty, if not more so. As far as the people, attacking people or, approaching people outside their homes or whatnot, that's a fine line. I've seen plenty of videos where I'm like, what, I'm watching it, I don't see anything wrong with it, and there's a million more where I've seen where I'm like, oh yeah, this douchebag is just 100% racist scumbag. There's no doubt that, he's just trying to start trouble. But, it's kind of frustrating to watch these videos, and I used to get so much enjoyment from them as well. So, that's just kind of my 2 cents for this video. I don't expect this video to be anything super long. I really wish I could have, incorporated the video itself. Maybe at some point, if I ever become more technologically savvy, I'll be able to like edit this video and include those clips for you guys to watch. But I mean, all you gotta do is go on YouTube or heck, go on Google, type in Walmart Karen, or not. I keep saying Walmart. Victoria's Secret Karen, and the white girl in the blue shirt will pop right up. And I'm really liking these discussion videos. Sometimes I get the opportunity to vent, and it also gives, I think, content that allows us to interact on a greater scale. Kind of see your guys' opinions. You guys kind of hear my opinion. We kind of learn from each other and whatnot. And I think that's the fun part of, having YouTube and whatnot. And people just going around doing stupid things, attacking people, stealing things out of people's shopping carts, and running up and scanning merchandise in somebody's register or something, trying to bill them for it. Stupid stuff like that. That's not funny. That's not entertainment. And I'm like, and how folks like that get like a million freaking subscribers. It's laughable, but it's not laughable because it's humorous. It's laughable because the people are idiots. But that's all for now, guys. Like I said, I do plan on making at least one or two of these type of videos a week on top of my weekly upload of real talk regarding my military service. And I made 5 of those videos, as I said. I've posted 2 of those already. So I'm going to wait till that 5th video is posted, and then I'll probably come down and refilm some more videos, because I kind of forgot what I finished talking about the last video I made. So today is Wednesday. Wednesday, January the 10th. God, my eyes are bad. All I see is gibberish. Gotta get super close. So I'm probably gonna post this tonight. The last military service video isn't exactly tearing it up, so at least maybe this will be something that someone will enjoy. And if you guys agree with me, definitely let me know. If you think I'm full of it, let me know your perspective. Like I said, I love learning from people. I love debates because I love hearing different opinions and whatnot. Seeing things from different points of view. So, but I am going to close the video here, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. And as always, I will talk to you in the comments and see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.